the last session we discussed exercise 7, first question. Now we are going to discuss the second question. Here, what the second question says here, a cement company earns a profit of 9 rupees per bag of white cement. Here, what they said here, profit and by selling white cement bag is equal to how much? Rupees 9. And they have given here loss occurred by selling grey cement bag. How much? Which is they have given as 5. Now based on this we need to solve the next one. Here what is given here, one company is there and by selling white cement bag, how much profit they are getting here? 9 rupees. And by selling grey cement bag, how much loss they are occurring here? 5 rupees per the white cement bag, they are getting a profit of 9 rupees. By based on this one, you need to solve the questions. Here the first question given here, the company sells 7,000 bags of white cement. For one bag of white cement, how much profit they are getting? 9 rupees. Here the company sold how many bags here? 7,000 bags the company sold. For 7,000 bags, how much profit they has to get? The company has to get, which is nothing but 7,000 into 9. Because for one bag of white cement, they are getting a profit of 9 rupees. For 2 bags of white cement, they will get a profit of 18 rupees, right? So, for 3 bags, they has to get a profit of 27 rupees. What we are doing that one? We are multiplying the bags with that rupees. So, here, they sold 7,000 bags. So, how much profit they has to get? 7,000 into 9, which is 63,000, right? 9 7 is 63. How many zeros are there here? 3 zeros. How much profit they are getting here? 63,000 rupees. This is the profit they are getting. This is the profit. Now here, how many bags of grey cement they sold? Here 6,000 bags. For each bag of grey cement, how much loss they are getting here? 5 rupees. So here, how many bags they sold here? Which is nothing but 6,000 bags. For 6,000 bags, how much loss they are getting? For each bag of grey cement, they are getting a loss of 5 rupees. So here 6,000 bags are there. So how much they has to loss? They has to get 6,000 into 5, which is nothing but 6 5 is 30,000 rupees. This is the loss they are getting. Now again I am explaining this one. Here what they told in the question, when a white bag is sold, they are getting a profit of 9 rupees. And similarly here, by selling grey cement bag, they are getting a loss of 5 rupees. And based on this question, you need to solve this one. So here in the question they said that here, they sold 7,000 bags. And in the question they have given, for each bag of white cement, they are getting a profit of 9 rupees. For 7,000 bags, how much they has to get? Which is nothing but 7,000 into 9, which is 63,000. This is the profit. And in the question they again told here, they sold 6,000 bags of grey cement. You know that for each bag of grey cement, how much loss they are getting? 5 rupees. So for 6,000 bags, they has to get 6,000 into 5, which is 30,000 rupees. This is the profit and this is the loss. Now here, they ask to calculate the net profit. That means what is the actual profit the company has to get. So here, if you want to calculate the net profit, what we need to do? We need to subtract the profit and the loss. So you need to subtract here profit minus loss. So what is the profit you are getting here? 63,000. And what is the loss? The company is getting here 30,000. If you subtract these two, what you will get? You will get 33,000. This is the actual profit the company is getting. So this is the problem. Now write it in the form of the statements. So write it here, profit N by selling. How many bags they are selling? 7,000 bags. 7,000 white cement bags. Since for each bag they are getting 9 rupees profit, so for 7,000 bags, which is nothing but 7,000 into 9, so how much? 63,000. This is the profit. Now you need to find the loss. Loss occurred by selling. How many bags they sold? 6,000 bags of grey cement. So here for each bag, how much loss they are getting? 5 rupees. So for 6,000, 6,000 into 5, which is nothing but 30,000 rupees. And this is the loss and this is the profit. Now you need to calculate the net profit. If you want to calculate the net profit, what we need to do? Just you need to subtract profit and loss. What is the profit we got? 63,000. And what is the loss we got, which is 30,000. After subtracting, what you are getting the net profit, which is nothing but 33,000. Now see the second question in this. Here in the second question, we don't know how many number of white cement bags are there. Let us consider those bags as is. Let the number of, you need to calculate the number of white cement bags. Let us consider, let the number of white cement bags is equal to S. You need to find the number of white cement bags here. Here in the question they said that what is the number of white cement bags it must sell to have neither profit nor loss. They said that the company has neither profit and neither loss. That means the profit is equal to loss. They have given the profit and the loss are equal. So here based on that you can write profit on, for which bags we are getting the profit? Profit on white cement bags is equal to loss on grey cement bags. Because in the question they have given the profit is equal to loss. Because the company, they told that the company has neither loss nor profit. So we can say that the profit is equal to loss. So it is nothing but profit of white cement bags must be equal to the loss on grey cement bags. Now you need to calculate the profit of white cement bags. Here, how many bags the company has sold? We don't know. We considered those bags as X. So here X into how much profit they got per each bag, which is 9. So you can say here X into 9, which is the total profit. Now which is equal to the loss on the grey cement bags. But in the question they have given the number of bags sold is how much? 5,400 bags they sold, and for each bag of grey cement bag, how much loss they are getting? 5 rupees. So you need to multiply with 5. Since they have given the loss is equal to profit, now you can calculate the value of X, which is nothing but the number of white cement bags. Now here X is equal to, since we are multiplying these two values, if you take this value to that side, right hand side, it will become division. So you get here 5,400 into 5 by 9. So how much it will get cancelled? 9 5 is 45, 9 6 is 54. Now you got it here. X is equal to 600 into 5. So X is equal to 6 5 is 33,000. This is the number of white cement bags. Last writing the number of white cement bags is equal to 3,000. In the question they told that there is neither profit nor loss, so we can equate the the profit is equal to loss. So what is the total profit, which is nothing but the number of bags into the rupees, which is x into 9 is equal to 5400 into 5. After solving, you are getting the number of white cement bags. Now see the third question. This question is your homework, I told yesterday. Now see the fourth question. Fourth question you can do it in the same way as we have done the first question. Now see the third question. What is given here? The temperature at 12 noon. What they said here? The temperature at 12 noon was 10 degrees centigrade above 0. That means above 0 is nothing but you have to take plus. If you have given below 0, you have to take minus. Now here they have given the temperature at 12 noon was 10 degrees centigrade above 0. That means the temperature is plus 10 degrees centigrade. And in the question they said that if it decreases at the rate of 2 degrees centigrade per hour until midnight. That means here the temperature is decreasing 2 degrees centigrade per every hour. That means here at 12 noon it is 10 and after that 1 p.m. the temperature is 8 and after that 2 it is 6 and after that at 3 p.m. it is 4. Like that it is decreasing 2 degrees centigrade per every hour. Now write it here, the rate of decrease of temperature, rate of decrease of temperature per every hour. How much the temperature is decreasing? 2 degrees centigrade. It is decreasing. So keep it here, minus symbol, minus 2 degree. So rate of decrease of temperature per every hour, how much it is decreasing? 2 degrees centigrade it is decreasing. Now you need to calculate here what would be the temperature be 8 degrees centigrade below 0. Now you need to calculate below 0 means minus 8 degrees centigrade. At which time the temperature will be minus 8 degrees centigrade, you need to calculate here. And in the question they told that the temperature at 12 noon is 10 degrees centigrade. Now here at 12 noon, how much the temperature, which is 10 degrees centigrade. And they are saying here for every hour the temperature is decreasing by 2 degrees centigrade. That means at 1 p.m. what will be the temperature, which is 10 degrees centigrade minus 2 degrees centigrade, which is 8 degrees centigrade, because for every 1 hour it is decreasing by 2 degrees. And at 2 p.m. what will be the temperature? Again 8 degrees centigrade minus 2 degrees centigrade, which is 6 degrees centigrade. Now at 3 p.m. what will be the temperature? You need to subtract again 2 degrees centigrade. How much you are getting here? 4 degrees centigrade. And at 4 p.m. what will be the temperature here? Which is 4 degrees centigrade minus 2 degrees centigrade. You are getting 2 degrees centigrade. And again you need to calculate at 5 p.m. So how much? 2 degrees centigrade minus 2 degrees centigrade, which is 0 degrees centigrade. You need to calculate until you are getting the temperature is minus 8 degrees centigrade. Now check for 6 p.m. At 6 p.m. what will be the temperature? 0 degree minus 2 degrees centigrade, which is minus 2 degrees centigrade. Now calculate at 7 p.m. what will be the temperature? Minus 2 degrees centigrade and again minus 2 degrees centigrade, which is minus 4 degrees centigrade. Now calculate at 8 p.m. which is minus 4 degrees centigrade minus 2 degrees centigrade. You know that if both are negative you need to add those numbers. So here 4 plus 2, which is 6. For bigger number which symbol is there minus, you need to keep it here minus. So here now 9 p.m. what will be the temperature? Minus 6 degrees centigrade minus 2 degrees centigrade, which is minus 8 degrees centigrade. At last we got here minus 8 degrees centigrade. At which time we are getting the temperature minus 8 degrees centigrade, which is nothing but 9 p.m. So you have to write it here. The temperature is at 9 p.m. is minus 8 degrees centigrade. At which time the temperature is minus 8 degrees centigrade, which is in the question they ask here again, what would be the temperature at midnight? That means you have to calculate at midnight, which is nothing but 1. Up to 9 we have calculated. Now write it this one, and after that you need to calculate at which time? Midnight. So here now 10 p.m. what will be the temperature? At 9 p.m. it is minus 8 degrees centigrade. So write it minus 8 degrees centigrade. And for each hour how much it is decreasing? 2 degrees centigrade. So what will be? 10 degrees centigrade. Now calculate at 11 p.m. which is minus 10 degrees centigrade minus 2 degrees centigrade, which is minus 12 degrees centigrade. Now at midnight they asked here, right? At midnight what will be the temperature? Which is minus 12 degrees centigrade minus 2 degrees centigrade, which is minus 14 degrees centigrade. This is the problem. What is the question given here? They said that the temperature at 12 noon is 10 degrees centigrade. That means at 12 noon the temperature is 10 degrees centigrade above 0. So we have taken here the plus. And they said that for every hour the temperature is decreasing by 2 degrees centigrade. And they asked in the question at which time the temperature is minus 8 degrees centigrade. So we have calculated all the steps and we got at 9 p.m. the temperature is minus 8 degrees centigrade. And in the question they also asked at midnight what will be the temperature. Now we calculated at midnight the temperature is minus 14 degrees centigrade. Now see the last question in this exercise, 5th question. Since 4th question is your homework, you can do as the first question. Fifth question. Here an elevator descends into a mine shaft at the rate of 6 meters per minute. If the descent starts 10 meters above the ground level, how much will it take to reach minus 350 meters? Here nothing is there, it is very simple. Let us consider this is the ground level. And the elevator is nothing but the lift. The elevator has to travel 10 meters above the ground level. Above means you have to take here plus 10. So here it is above the 10 meters. Now they are asking here the elevator has to reach 350 meters below the ground level. If below the ground level means you need to consider here minus 350. Below means you have to consider the minus symbol. Above means you have to consider the plus symbol. So here how much distance the elevator has to travel? You need to calculate by using the initial position minus the final position. If you want to calculate the total distance the elevator has to travel, what we need to do? You need to find the initial position minus the final position. What is the initial position, which is the 10 meters minus, and what is the final position, which is the minus 350 meters. Right? You know that minus into minus, which is plus. You got here 360 meters. This is the total distance the elevator has to travel. Now in the question here they have given the rate of speed. The speed is also given. What is the speed given here? The elevator is traveling at a speed of 6 meters per minute. That means for every minute the elevator is traveling 6 meters. This is the question they have given. Based on this you need to calculate the time. How much time the elevator has to take to reach the destination you need to calculate. If you want to calculate the time, you know the relation between the time, distance and speed. What is the relation between the time, distance and speed? You know that time is equal to distance by speed. By using this formula you can calculate the time. What is the distance? We got it here 360. And what is the speed? Which is 6. Here this one will get cancelled. You will get 60 minutes, which is nothing but 1 hour. How much time the elevator is taking to reach its destination, which is nothing but 1 hour. So again I am explaining here what is the question given here. Let us consider this is the ground level. And they said that the elevator has to travel, which is nothing but the lift, has to travel 10 meters above the ground level. Above the ground level means you have to take positive number. And they said that the elevator has to reach 350 meters below the ground level. If below the ground level means you have to take the symbol which is minus. Now you need to calculate this total distance. If you need to calculate the total distance, you have to take the difference of the initial position minus the final position. what is the initial position which is 10 meters and what is the final position which is minus 350 meters, because we are taking below the ground level. Since minus into minus is plus, you got the total distance as 360 meters. And in the question they said that the speed of the elevator is per 1 minute. The elevator is traveling at a speed of 6 meters. This is the given. You know that they have given speed is equal to 6 meters per minute. And we need to calculate how much time the elevator has to take to reach its destination. If you want to calculate the time, you know the relation between the time, distance and speed. By using this formula, you are getting the answer as 1 hour. Now, try this one. Find the total distance the elevator has to travel How do you calculate? You will calculate by using the initial position minus final position. So initial position which is nothing but 10, final position which is nothing but 350. If you are calculating, you will get 10 plus 350 which is 360 meters. And in the question they have given speed. How much speed it is given? 6 meters per minute. That means per 1 minute it is traveling at a speed of 6 meters. Now you need to calculate the time taken by the elevator to reach the destination. So, you know the formula for the time, which is distance by speed. What is the total distance? We got it here 360 and the speed it is given as 6. After calculation you are getting 60 minutes, which is nothing but 1 hour. So this is the problem. From this chapter is completed. In the next session we are going to start the new chapter.